Jack Rideout, the junior, a Massachusetts native from Medfield for Michigan. Square up on the opening draw. They continue to jockey. The wingers sitting and waiting for that ball to come free. Hennehan lurches forward, and it's one of the long poles. Billings actually picking it up for Michigan. 9 goals, 14 assists, their leading scorer this year. He's matched up with Sean Jordan here. Long stick midi for the Crimson. Cut toward the top, open chance, and Stevens with a point-blank save. Rebound picked up by Ray Dirth for Harvard.
First year goes right.
Going at it, King cycles it up top to Malone, now to Andrew Perry. Perry try to free the hands, gets it away, and a save made by Taylor. One shot on goal in the opening possession for each side, and one save either way.
Michigan offensive player got so close to the goal, they're not sliding, in another great position save, and there's another one by Stevens.
He goes low, hugs the post. And the
fans.
Two teams should be used to early cold weather games at this point. Here's Malone, bounce shot, save Taylor, and he got decked into the crease. Possession will go to the Wolverines.
We've seen 4 shots, 2 from each team.
Cycled back up top. All the way around for Lucas Stanett. Pizan in front, and they score. Michigan on the board first. Nice high to low pass there, put away by Rude.
You see the dodge over the top. Michigan has been very deliberate and very obvious about what they plan to do today. They're going to dodge from the high wings, push the short sticks. You see the Harvard defense react. Stevens was on that and hit him in the chest. That's a bounce I'm sure he'll want to make.
And Kevin Connery pointed out to us he wanted to try to slow Harvard down.
And I'm really surprised short-sticking Owen Gaffney. That's a big, powerful offensive weapon for this Crimson offense.
Arndt tries to get to the middle. Fed in front, and Spidell scores. Similar looking goal there for the Crimson. Spidell with his 10th of the year.
Similar looking goal and similar looking approaches offensively. That's a great initiation dodge. John Arndt has had a terrific season so far. He's seeing the most regular playing time he has. You see the dodge, and Spidell, Jack Spidell, with the great cut, uncovered, finds the gap, and that's a great
end. Trying to get him back in the mix here at midfield. Moved up to Ip. He's got the short stick on him. Ip feeds. Jumping shot. It's Sam King. He's on the board.
Wow. Pattern breakers there. Logan Ip, who had 3 left-handed goals last week, dodges across to his right hand, his strong hand, and hits Sam King with his left hand. That's a great step-back goal. You see the feed by Ip. King puts Harvard up by 1.
A year ago, they've won back-to-back Big Ten tournament titles despite finishing 4th in the conference in the regular season. Here's a diving shot and another save racked up there by Taylor. Hands to Gaffney. Out for Malone.
What really stands out about that last goal was how quickly Sam King can score without having the ball for very long.
Malone in tight quarters. Save made by Taylor. Rebound knocked loose. And King will be on it for Harvard. Malone, good job sticking with the play to fight that ground ball free. And then Gaffney's pass misses Malone. Goal line extended.
That's a possession for each.
Arndt gives to Ip. Right alley. Behind the net, Spidell cuts in front. The feed, leaping shot and a score. What a pass from Spidell to set up Miles Botkus.
Don't get upset with me if you're a Jack Spidell fan, but that looked like it was kind of a turnover coming out of his stick a little funny. Spidell with the great split dodge. It looked like, I'm sorry, it does look like on the replay like that was an accident, but Miles Botkus, the lefty from the West Coast, great finish, great play. And the
Clemens has to take advantage of the short stick here. Now they move it down to Jack Jenkins. 10 goals, 10 assists on the year for the 6'3" sophomore. Big hit. Setting the screen was Dylan Bruno, and he was the one who took the punishment. Clemens works back at Cage, has the angle, turnaround, he scores. He had a step on Finn Picorni that time, and he took full advantage. The goal for Clemens gets Michigan back on the board.
That's a big-time dodge for Brandon Clemens. You see the split dodge come back to his left hand, and you see him freezing in mid-motion. Great camera work. Stevens comes out to match the shooter high-to-high. Just sneaks in between the stick and the shoulder. Great second angle, great view.
Back in. Malone goes this way and that. Malone, low shot, missed wide. Quick rebound, fed to the front. Behind the back goal! Spidell with a little flash and dash.
Joe Dowling, instant offense, pays off so fast off the ground. The lefty makes it happen. Spidell with his left hand here, usually the right. He finds himself on the post. Goes a little behind the back. Here you go, Joe Dowling, lefty to lefty. Talk about high IQ. That's like if you're a punter punting with the other foot. That is difficult to do. Spidell doesn't hesitate. You can see the celebration. This youngster's off to a great.
Now to Cohen. Still pointless today. Harvard switches the short stick onto him. Cohen forced to give it up. Battle for it near midfield. We got a whistle and I think a push on the Crimson. Well, that went well high and wide. It's the wind really kicking up here at the end of the first. That pass doesn't connect. Ground ball for the Crimson. It's loose again. Now it's picked up. And that'll do it. Wyatt Wiggins, when they've met the last couple years, Harvard took down Michigan, who was ranked 13th a year ago on the road. And interestingly enough, it's been the road team that's had the better of the matchup.
They've been fantastic games. Here you see the face-off win from
back here. They're 67% with the draw, 6 of 9. Only 2 goals. Quick shot, there's a score. Slipping one, 5-hole through Stevens. That's Stannett with his 7th of the year.
Lucas Stannett with the great left-handed finish. You saw Ryan Cohen up top. You see the adjustment. That's Martin Nelson, the shutdown defender for Harvard on Cohen. Really, you see Stannett moving, gets a great 10-yard these or technical fouls that give them back possession. You can see them spreading the field here for John Arndt again.
Falling down, he gets it away and a score. Miles Botkiss on the doorstep takes advantage for his 2nd of the day. How about Arndt able to get that pass away?
John Arndt has been on the field the most of any of the Harvard midfielders, and Miles Botkiss is just doing a great job. These are 2 off-ball goals. All he's got to do is catch and shoot. But it seems like John Arndt has found his role and has shaped his identity. Look, Botkiss, you can see it. He's got the gap. That's all that box lacrosse experience, finding the open spaces. Ball's not in his stick for more easier goals, in my opinion, if you're playing with your head and your hands free. Michigan has been more deliberate in their matchups and their approach, seemingly more conscious of eating the ball.
Tough pass, pulled down in tight quarters by Rude. Mulholland to reset. Over to Stannett. Down the right side, tries to dart in. Quick bounce shot, he scores. I think Stevens still trying to figure out how that one got by. The officials confer it is a goal.
That's 2 goals in a row for Lucas Stannett, the big lefty, able to get under his defender. You can see that's Owen Guest, 5-star from Brunswick, the sophomore, just gets back above the GLE and he's able to put it right around Stevens' stick side. You see Stevens kind of tighten up there, closing the pipe, making him shoot around it.
Oh, Darren knocked it away. Possession for the Crimson. Here's Perry beating 2 men down the right side. Quick pass to Spidell. Finds a man in front. It's King. A leaping shot. He scores. Signature move from Sam King off another Spidell feed.
Wow. Ben, that's all I have to say. Jack Spidell is just doing it all. You see, he takes the long stick defender now, feeds King. King gets to that strong hand, carries over the top. That's a great kind of step around move. He's just so crisp and so clean with that shot. He doesn't waste any movement.
Limit King and limit Malone, but that's freed up opportunities for Spidell, who's got 2 goals and 2 assists. Here's Dowling with space. Dowling scores, top shelf. Way too much room there for Joe Dowling.
That is a scouting report issue there. Joe Dowling has spent the last 3 years playing on the left side of the extra man for the Crimson. He did not get a ton of run leading into this game, and you can see he takes a long stick right to the cage with no slide. You see the celebration behind the goal. His teammates are excited, but that's easy pickings for the lefty. He didn't even have to dip and dunk his head. He just put that one stick side high. Great finish, and Coach Hutchinson with this offense.
When you've got so much international appeal, one of the lacrosse players' very own is right from home. Guys, back to you.
Thanks very much, Will. Is out of the timeout. We're going to get a crease violation. Harvard will have to work quickly here. Quick shot and a save made by Taylor. got Spidell and a good shot. Spidell blocks the exit pass, and a shot saved. Taylor again. Rebound loose in the crease, and Spidell crosses the line. Oh, the second save was better than the first from Hunter Taylor.
Wow, that was a fantastic save. That's a Sports Center level save, in tight, right on top of him. Great save. And here you see the turnover. Harvard goes right into the 10-man ride to get the ball back, but still time on the penalty clock.
Yeah, Whitney went for the open goal with Stevens out, and Stevens just cut it off. Oh, a little bit of a bold decision there by Whitney to try to go for the open net, and Harvard takes advantage. It's Sam King once again, point blank.
How about that release? How about the release time? These Harvard shooters are elite. The ball is not in their stick for very long at all. I get the feeling that was a theme of practice this week. Not a lot of carriage to cover the ball. Miles Botkus on that left side. I hate to say 3-3, but that's what they're in. The wrinkle this week from Coach Hutchinson. Let's put...
Now the handoff for Jenkins. Can he use his size here? Turns the corner, a shot, saves Stevens.
Stevens on the near pipe, making the shooter shoot around him. That was a stick side save.
A key setup man today with 2 assists. Arndt goes out high, tries to dodge through the middle, behind the back goal! Oh, that's special from Johnny Arndt.
Wow, Arndt, we've said his name more than just about anyone so far. And Ben, that was a great call and great play by John Arndt. You can see he is taking over. The confidence he's developed over the last few years early in this season. This is a bully dodge. That's a one-handed swim to a behind the back with 2 guys on him. He just shoots it right at the goalie. He uses the tennis approach. Throw the ball right at the goalie and make him not move. That's a big goal. You see the excitement. Crimson are now up by 5. This is a terrific second quarter, and you can see how enthusiastic the Crimson are.
6
more aggressive physically today, in my opinion.
Here's Cohen, beat his man, bounce shot, saves Stevens. Rebound right to Nelson.
You can see Harvard really, the coaches really want to squeeze everything out of every turnover, every opportunity to get shots on goal.
Jenkins got a step on Muller. Harvard in transition here, trying to slide across. Morgan couldn't get the shot away. Fed to the back for Rude. Feed in front, quick shot, score. Now that's a much needed goal for Michigan. It's the 3rd of the day, a hat trick for Lucas Stanett.
The second quarter is Lucas Stanett's quarter. I think there's only been, was that 3 straight, Ben, or was there one in between? That was 3 straight. So you can see the lefty, the big lefty, finding space and finding room. No one on the feeder. That makes it.
Though. So Michigan will keep it. 15 to shoot. 5 on the game clock. They got to get it away here. Cohen launches. Stevens with another save. And that'll give him double-digit saves in the first half. A good performance by the first-year face-off. Been just about even. In fact, 50-50 on the draws so far. It's been all Jackson Hennehan for Harvard. But it will be Michigan who ends up getting
breath and makes the most of their offensive opportunities. He's got to think it's going to be a productive second half.
Thanks very much, Will. And we'll see if Michigan can find a way there. There's a bounce shot and a good start with a score. So 1 possession, 1 goal, and a good start for the Wolverines. Aiden Mulholland with his 12th of the year.
The Manhasset product, terrific high wing dodge. You can see the Michigan offense is playing 4 across the front with 2 right on the GLE for the attackman, forcing the defense to react and showing the slides to the Dodger. Great job, great opportunity, and great finish. You see Mulholland gets under his defender and gets the shot off before DeKoning is there able to slot. Substitution game, they almost got the shot on the backside, but Harvard knew what was going on. You see a flag down right now, Ben.
Yeah, came away from the ball, I think. Perry gonna give it up here. Maybe we got a substitution error on Michigan. Nice backhand shot and a score by Logan Ip. Looked like Michigan may have had an extra man out there, but Logan Ip just goes right to the front of the goal and gets his first of the day.
Offsides, too many men over in the defensive zone, but Harvard able to make it work. Last week was Logan Ipps coming out for his left hand. Now he's doing his all right hand, going back to his thing. He finishes high across the face of the cage, and I'm sorry, that was a left-handed finish. You've seen the
So Harvard on the man up for the second time today, 0 for 1 so far.
Here you go,
Clean
you're going
win
to see the
from Hennehan.
replay, but Hennehan with the big win, Harvard getting an opportunity. I think that's a takedown. I think that's a trip with possession. So Billings goes to the penalty box right in front of us. Coach Connery not happy.
The first half with 2 goals and an assist. Malone gets it into Ip. Now to Perry again. Cycles out high to King. Harvard moving it quickly around the rotation here. Perry fakes to Ip. Back to King. Return. Bacchus wanted to go inside. Pass too high for Spidell. And the ground ball controlled by the Wolverines. Van Wees has it. And Michigan gets Billings out of the box here. Round it comes to Jenkins. They go back to Stannett, searching the short stick, a shot and a score. The 4th of the day for Stannett again, taking advantage of the short stick on defense.
Wow, that's a big goal. Stannett is on a tear. You can see the short stick. He takes the top side from Jack Peterson, the sophomore who played offense all of last year, finding some defensive reps with the slow slide there. Stannett just gets his hands free.
And then a tough outlet pass from Stevens put his teammate under duress.
Michigan is short in their bench. They're playing their same midfield for the last 3 shifts, being deliberate in these high wing dodges. They've been able to get to the cage against the short sticks.
Mulholland over the top, scores. Back-to-back goals for the Wolverines. And they're back within 2.
Wolverines seem to have found something they like. Within 2, you see the high wing dodge. The off ball takes the partner defender away, forces the slide from the crease, and that's just too long of a slide for Muller to make. Mulholland able to get his hands free, puts the ball in the...
Michigan trying to find the right matchup here. Cohen shoved off the ball for a moment. Cohen tries the other side, turnaround shot, bounced near the front. It almost found Mulholland. Now it's scooped to the corner for Wyatt Wiggins. He gets pushed, is able to survive the contact. How about Wiggins just shrugging off the check that time? Nelson now to Arndt and King on the angle to make that Bacchus out high. Bacchus feeds to the front, couldn't find King, and Dowling still with it. Gives it up top, Perry. He draws Whitney. Perry trying to use the Dowling screen. Whitney knocks it away and comes up with a ground ball. Huge defensive play by Mason Whitney. The junior off and running, unsettled for Michigan. Here's Rude, he's blocked. Rude again, bounced it wide. Fight for the ground ball, nobody can find it. And we're gonna get a whistle and a push on Harvard.
Mason Whitney effort play of the 3rd quarter for Michigan. Taking
Quick shot and a score. 4-1 Wolverines here in the 3rd quarter. We got a ball game. Back with more from Jordan Field after this. Gives it up. Miles Botkus with it. Over to Ip. He charges down the left side. Can't turn in on the long stick. Now it's King around the corner. He fires and scores. Just when Harvard needed it most, Sam King gets the job done.
No one is surprised that's listening to this broadcast or has watched the Crimson all year. Sam King has done it when they needed it and when they didn't need it. But this is a great topside dodge. He beats a defender, and unfortunately, there's someone standing right in front of the goalie, making it even tougher than it already is for Michigan. But great topside now with under 2 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Coach Connery heated up on that call.
I mean, Malone had that shot denied and was immediately in on the check on Billings. He had a tough time on the outlet pass to Ennis, put it sort of right into the turf. And that allowed Harvard to provide the pressure. They win the whistle in the scrum for the ground ball. Now they have it with under 90 seconds to go in the quarter. Fed toward the goal. I think that was Arndt, that was Spidell, bumped from behind. He went crashing into the feet of Taylor. And Spidell a little bit slow to get up. Will be ruled.
This was a few months ago. I saw him in the top 10 for the PLL draft as a 1st-round pick. And that speaks volumes. Playing in college is great. It's like playing from high school to college to pro. There's always a large amount of talent cut off just because of the gap and the leap you have to take. But Sam King has done a terrific job, and you can see him every week adding a new piece to his game to master.
Stan had a little trouble with the ball there. Wyatt Wiggins helped force the turnover. So Harvard's going to have a chance here with 45 seconds left in the 3rd. Gives it back to Stevens. No rush here for Harvard. Want to make sure they get it across smoothly, but Nelson lost it. Good check from behind. I think that was Cohen who knocked it free. Jenkins with a chance, turns, pass across, a shot and a score. Unsettled goal for the Wolverines.
That was a next level feed by Jack Jenkins, the sophomore from Hudson, Ohio. Great transition, great forced ground ball on that ride, and they were playing fast. That was almost like a no-look through Muller there to the backside. You can see the space and the camera work. That's very, very tough for the first year. 5, 10, 20 stars. That's an impossible, very difficult save for Stevens to make.
They had maybe thrown away one at the end of the third quarter, and the defense helps them get it right back. Now a face-off win. Billings had it, lost it. It's loose. Morocco overran it. King gets bumped off the ball. Now it's swiped back all the way to Whitney in his own end with 8 seconds. He gives to Taylor. Dekes away from Spidell. And that will do it for the third quarter. Michigan won't get a shot in. We will get a flag right at the end of the third here. King was in on Taylor. I wonder where this is going to...
The top first years in the nation. Guys, back to you.
Thank you very much, Will. And yeah, only 2 of the players on that list have even seen time this year. Nathan Cobry, the other. But Stevens certainly has been impactful today. Another double-digit save game for him. Hoping to come up with one here. Harvard a man down. A penalty on Sam King, a minute penalty with a slash to start the fourth quarter. First attempt man up for Michigan. They're only about 36% man up this year. Taking their time, Lockwood feeds toward the front, pass never got through. It's blocked and taken away by Jake Brownlee. Darth has some trouble on the outlet from Stevens. It's loose, we got a whistle and a hold call against Michigan. Boy, Darth catches a little bit of a break there.
That was a big call for Coach Byrne and the Crimson. That was a tough ground ball, a 2-on.
Another opportunity to tie the game. Lockwood starts it. Quick little give and go. They move it to Rude. Lockwood again. Thinking shot, but not firing yet. Here's Byrne. 300 points in his college career. Most of that at Bowdoin up in Maine. Byrne gets free, a shot and a kick save made by Stevens. Rebound, Nelson had it knocked away, but Stevens right there almost had it knocked back into his own net. Crease violation on Michigan. A little bit of a break there for stop. It's Ip. On Billings, Ip draws the double team. Make that King. King trying to find a way to get loose. Now to Miles Botkus and Perry. Unleashes a shot, save Taylor. Rebound, Spidell denied. And Taylor swipes the ground ball away from King. Another opportunity. He's won himself a job early in the year. Cortez has it again. He tries the right side. Tries to swim his way free. Good defending by Ennis. Tough pass. Whitney with a steal. Cortez tried to get it to Spidell.
Great off ball, but can they clear again? Will the Harvard ride kick in here?
Yes, pressuring Morgan. He gets back to the middle. King, oh, he hooked him up high. That's going to be a flag. Morgan keeps on going. Morgan down the middle. He scores! Down 5, and Michigan has tied it on the solo effort from John Morgan. We got a great one here between 2 of the top teams in the nation. Sam King with a penalty. We'll take the timeout. Back with the rest of this one next. Michigan, Harvard tied at 11 here on ESPN. Off the restart, Ip with a roll dodge. Again, Malone working from back of the cage. Up top, it comes from Miles Botkus, seeing a lot more of the field here in the second half. Ip rotates it down for King. King on Billings, jump shot, score! Sam King is him.
Unbelievable. The issue there, Billings just does not get his hands or any stick on King as he pushes the GLE. King, a right-handed player. This is a very, very nice step-away left-handed topside move. This is his second left-handed goal of the day. You can see it's very difficult to stay with him and his hands and his feet. King just changes his path every 2 or 3
to Malone. Malone takes on Whitney. He's had a good day defensively.
Whitney's been very aggressive and very physical with his hands.
And Malone, did he step in the crease? He did. You could see sort of that awkward step as he tried to turn the corner.
Was that a crease step or was that his glove? That's a tough flag to take right there. You're at midfield playing defense on ball, so far away from the goal. So far away from the goal with just about 3 minutes left. That's a tough penalty this late. You can see as you watch the highlight.
There's one, the second, and then the third was what drew the flag.
That could be a cross-check.
Lockwood triggers it in from midfield. Again, just a 30-second technical on Jensen. Here's Mulholland. Lockwood gets everybody set. Fed to the middle. Harvard quickly collapses. Ball forced back out. Lockwood's got to chase it down. Burning valuable seconds here. Down under 10 on the penalty clock. Doesn't seem to be a great deal of urgency here for the Wolverines. They just want to keep possession, man up or not. Back to even strength. Here comes a shot. Out and a save from Stevens. Burn out high. Took it right at the end of the penalty. And Stevens immediately got it up to Ip at midfield. An easy clear play for the stop. They don't have to go for the takeaway, but it won't leave them much time. See if Harvard goes 4 corners offense here. Ip gets by Bonner and circles back.
Lots of space for these Dodgers. They're playing very aggressive on ball, slow to slide. You can see John Arndt knows that. He's going to stay in space and keep the ball moving.
He slipped by his man, and when the defender went down, he thought about going to goal and then decided to take more time. King all alone in front, empty netter. Another double hat trick day for Sam King as Michigan pulled the goalie to try to force the double team, and somehow Sam King was left wide open.
Teddy Malone and this Harvard offense does a great job, but the slide is open. I have no idea how you're leaving Sam King anywhere near Jordan.
Darren will get it across, and the Harvard fans can sense it. About to score their 3rd win in a row and take down a team out of the Big Ten in Michigan that's won the conference tournament the last 2 years. And again, they do it on the back of the senior Sam King. Yep, gives it up, quick bounce shot, and Malone will get a goal. So Teddy Malone, who had been held silent, gets the game-closing assist and game-closing goal for the Crimson.
On the score sheet, it's just going to say 1-1. Nobody knows and matters when and where. But that's a big one for Malone. As Harvard's going to get ready for the rival, Yale, coming in next weekend. That makes some noise.
Well, in a battle between top 5 offense, top 5 defense, it's Harvard's offense that will win the day. They put up double digits on Michigan for just the 2nd time this season. And the Harvard attack and Sam King get the job done here at home for the 2nd straight week. And they take down Michigan for the 4th time in 5 meetings. 14-11 your final this afternoon. Have to admire the grit that Michigan showed today.